back to my YouTube channel. It's Zainab here, the creativity enthusiast of Sisters Bead. So just like from the title on this video, I'll be sharing with you guys 5 things you need to know about beads. So without further ranting and talking, let's get into the video. So first thing first you need to know about bead is that bead has been used as a means of trading, like exchange, trade by barter, whereby you give a bid in exchange of a particular thing you want. But believe me guys, this habit has not stopped in those ancient days. It's still happening because it has happened to me, I think 2 weeks ago, whereby I was given a gown in exchange of 2 layers of coral jewelry. And the thing just occurred to me that I've been cheated. Like, I've been cheated. There's nothing, or should I say there's something that I can do now. I can just decide to tell the person that, you look, you have cheated me. You just need to think about it again. Well, that's by doing. So the second thing you need to know about bead, especially the glass bead, is that those kind of beads, they have this expensive look, so it tends to attract ladies the most because they feel like this look very expensive and people will think that I'm wearing some kind of $1 million jewelry, now. But these are kind of beads that are not really expensive, even though they are the expensive version of them. That's like the gems, those precious stones now. Yes, they are very expensive, and I'll be attaching pictures so that you guys will not get lost. So I have this quick sample here. This is also a glass bead. This is light in weight as well, but it's not expensive at all. And I also have this one. Let me just get the bead. I also have this one. As you can see, it's also shining. It shines very well, but it is also not expensive. These are all glass beads that when accidentally they fall on the ground, they cracked. But not all of them. It's not all of them that crack when they fall on the ground. There's some of them that don't crack, so those ones are actually the original, authentic kind of glass beads. And we also have this one that I think most Nigerians are conversant with, or should I say Africans, maybe. They are really covered. The whole world is familiar with, which are the crystal beads. These are one of the beads that are in high demand now in the market. People use them very well, maybe in terms of jewelry, or just a touch of them in waist bead, or maybe when you are making bracelets, those kind of things now. So they are also like very much in use. So one needs to also be careful when you're buying the crystal beads, because we have the original ones and we also have the imitated version. So you need to like make it clear to whoever you are buying that this is what you want. So the third thing you need to know about bead is that in terms of seed bead, seed bead are mostly used for embroidery. Please, you need to like know this. I just want people to know this, that seed beads are best used for embroidery, or you can use it for waist bead or anklets. So when you use seed beads for that purpose, they tend to bring out whatever creativity you're trying to do. They define whatever you're trying to do very well, and they are just very artistic. You can even use it for artwork. Those are kind of beads that are so precious to my heart that I feel they actually define whatever I'm trying to create. They define everything so perfectly. So seed beads are just a yes for me when I'm trying to do embroidery, and whenever I'm doing embroidery with seed beads, it usually comes out the way I want it to come out, because they are not too big. They are very tiny, just like the word seed or sand bead, or some people even call it is it tiny glass bead, depending on where you're coming from, sure. So that's how some people call it. So that's it about the seed bead. So now moving on to the fourth one, which is the wooden bead. This kind of bead define culture. I love them because they they are kind of natural. They bring out who you are, especially when you're wearing it for maybe no, not conference, let's say a traditional gathering. When you are attending something related to traditional gathering, whenever you see someone with that kind of bead, you might be able to identify the culture or wherever he's coming from. And this kind of beads, some people even like add a little twist to it by painting them or like writing some kind of message on them in kinds of maybe alphabets or maybe a certain words. That's in China, Japan kind of words that are very, very like tiny like that. So these are kind of beads that are very, very light in weight, and they also define nature and also define your tradition or wherever you're coming from. So the final one, which is the most extravagant one, the one that when you see one wearing it, you salute the person. It doesn't define culture, this one. It doesn't define your tradition. It suits everyone, wherever you're coming from. You can wear this kind of beads. And this is my one and only pearls bead. Come here. It's getting entangled with the crystal bead. Okay, here we are. We have the pearls bead. So this kind of bead, it has the original version and it also has the fake version. I need to tell you this like from the bottom of my heart, because some people get mistaken of buying the fake version, or should I say the imitated version, in the name of the original version. And these pearls, they come usually from these oysters. Should I call them, or is it oysters? Oysters, whatever you call them, Sham. Those kind of freshwater fish. Are they fish? I don't even know. They live in the water, Sham. So that's where you get this kind of beads from. That's the original version. Even this one that I'm using for this video is the imitated version. So the original version, they have a very tiny hole, and they also come in that kind of fish or the water living. So you just press, I'll just attach a video or a picture of how it looks like so that you guys will see. So this kind of video suits video this kind of bead suits everyone perfectly, like perfectly. It suits everyone. So if you are looking for a way to wear a jewelry or a bead without feeling like you are going off maybe a culture, off maybe a particular dressing or something, this is your go-to. This kind of beads are never wrong. They are never. So we have come to the end of today's video, and believe me, the more you try to know about beads, the more you get yourself so attached to it. Beads are fun to do. Like, beads are therapeutic, just like one of my mentors usually say. They are just therapeutic. You just tend to like flush out all your worries into them and just create things that will make you happy at the end of the day. So if you feel so bored, if you feel so lonely, you can just decide to do some beading, and believe me, you love it. You love your output. You just feel like, so I'm the one that made some certain a certain thing like this, and you can even monetize it if you want to. But if you're just doing it for fun, why not just do it and just grab some fun out of it and just kill some bored times like that. So without further talking too much, I've come to the end. Just like I've said, if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please kindly do so. Hit on the notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. So I'm so sorry guys, I wanted to attach this pictures along with the filming that I was doing, like while I was talking, then the pictures of the beads will be appearing, but I don't know, I lost track of everything, and maybe it's from the application I was working with. So I hope you guys get to see this, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Gaya